What's going on, guys? And welcome back to the channel. And hey, if you're a guy like if you're an old head like me that likes these legends of the game, talking greats from the '60s, '70s, '80s, '90s, early 2000s, and you want to see more builds like that on NBA 2K, then you've came to the right place because that's really the only thing that I focus on, and I focus on those guys that a lot of people don't give credit to. So, while guys like Kobe, Jordan, and guys like that, they get a lot of those builds. Shaq, you see people making Shaq builds and things. I focus on those guys that are legends of the game, but they don't really get looked at. And the guy that I'm actually doing today is Bill Walton, guys. I mean, let's just be honest. A lot of people probably have no idea who this guy is, or if they do know him, they just know him as a commentator. They don't know how amazing he was as a basketball player, and it's just simply because his career was hampered by injuries. And I mean, as with a lot of great Portland players, this has happened, guys. Just you know, injury after injury. I mean, look, it started with Walton. Then you had Sam Bowie. You had Arvidas Sabonis, Greg Oden, Brandon Roy. And that's just not even looking too deep into it. But, that's just right off the top of my head. Those guys were all, or they at least had the potential to be really good. I mean, they were all quality players coming out of college, or you know they were developing, and like in Brandon Roy's case, he was really developing into a stud. He was going to be a star, and then boom, injuries happen. That ended. So I mean, the Blazers guys, they've had a lot of bad luck when it comes to talent and great players, and I'm so thankful to see Dame. He's not been bitten by that, and I hope that he continues to play well because he's an amazing player. But with that being said, guys, let's get into this build. So anyone that's not seen Bill Walton play, just to kind of give you a rundown, he followed the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. After Kareem left UCLA, Bill Walton steps in, and the actual program, it doesn't skip a beat. Bill Walton does just, he does his thing. So he's an amazing player, guys. It's not like he was, some guy that just couldn't play. He actually brought the only championship ring the city of Portland has ever got. And, it was on his back, guys. The dude was a beast. And yeah, I mean, let's get into this, guys. I mean, for you younger guys, look, this dude, he was bad. I'm just go watch some of those videos on YouTube. Now the dude was straight up. I mean, he was a beast on defense, and his finishing was top notch around the basket. Now, one thing I would say is he did also have a pretty good jump shot. He wasn't he wasn't as great as some of the centers today, but he could hold his own. Unfortunately, guys, I mean, we've got to pick and choose in this game. So here we're going to basically sacrifice that jump shot for the great finishing and things that I feel that Bill Walton would have. So we're going to go between these two pie charts, and the one that I would just say that I would go with is this one right here, simply because you do get that jump and finishing. You still got solid defense all around. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with that, guys. Now for this, even though Walton wasn't the biggest guy, he was still pretty strong. So we're going to go with the balance because he wasn't super quick or anything. So we're gonna max the close shot, driving dunk. We're not going to touch that because they're a big man. We're going to match the standing dunk. We're going to max that out, and then we're going to max the post hook. Now for this, we're going to put our mid-range shot all the way up and our free throw all the way up. We're also going to go ahead and max out the post fade, and then we're going to go ahead and max out post control as well because he was a really good player in the post. So we're going to go ahead and put up the interior defense, lateral quickness, and then we're going to go all the way down and work our way back up, guys. So we're going to do defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding, and then we're going to put the rest on block. So while there are certain things that we're going to be missing out on, because I do feel like Walton, he was a pretty good passer out of the post. He was one of the best passers out of the post, really. Um, you just got so much that you can work with, guys. And well, I feel like, if you're a smart player in 2K, you can work with that pass accuracy. And at a center, you don't need a great ball handle to be able to do what you're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, jump forward on this. Now, Walton was 6'11", 210 pounds. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that squared away. We're going to max this out because, again, his defense needs to be up there. And I feel like this right here is, it's right where we want us to be. I mean, there are some things that's not going to be where we want it, with the shooting and things. But, again, we have to pick and choose, guys. And I'm choosing around the basket finishing and, great interior defense over being able to, shoot, mid range. Because, guys, look, you get post takeover. If you're going to go with post takeover, guys, which is what I would recommend doing, you're not going to want to be, shooting, mid range shots. You're going to want to be in that post. You're going to want to be punishing other centers, and you're going to be wanting to, do those post moves and things. Now you could also go with glass cleaner or rim protector, either one. Both of those, would be a good representation of a Bill Walton, but I'm going with the post scorer just simply because, like I said, you want that post takeover. That's where you're going to get your points. So you're going to go with that. So, with that being said, guys, I mean, look, you've got Moses Malone, which is another amazing center, someone that I, do plan on doing, as far as doing a build on. I definitely plan on doing that. Let's go ahead, though. Let's get in here and let's look at some of these. We'll look at some of these badges and, we'll get those sorted now. I am just starting with, 2K22 like most of y'all. So, some of the badges I'm still, figuring out. But we're going to do back down Punisher. We're going to push that all the way up because his strength is a little bit lower. So we were hoping that'll kind of counterbalance that. Dream Shake, we're going to put that silver. Fearless Finisher, we're going to put that up to silver. We'll do Lob City Finisher on silver. Hook Specialist on gold. We're going to put that on gold. Actually, we'll do that on Hall of Fame. We'll put Posterizer on silver or bronze. Pro Touch on bronze. Put back Boss just to get the animation on that. We're going to put that on silver, and then we're going to put that on gold. Just that way, when you got the ball inside, you know what? I'm actually going to. I want to take that down. I'm going to leave this on gold. I want to take this down a little bit, and this down to bronze. And I'm going to put that at gold too because you're going to be working the post, so you want every advantage that you can have in that post. And I feel like post spin and hook specialist, both of those are really going to help you. The rise up, getting up quickly when you do go up, unstrippable, so you don't get, stripped as you're going up. So that's perfect. That looks good. So here we go, guys, for this. What we're going to do is we are going to do, let's see, slippery off ball. We want that. And for some reason, I'm not seeing it here. But I thought there was one for fade. Oh, fade ace. Here, we'll put that. We'll put that on gold. And then Hot Zone Hunter on silver, just because that's something you always want. When you get those hot zones, having that Hot Zone Hunter is going to be a tremendous help. Now for this, guys, I mean, look, there's a lot of things that we can do, but I'm going to do post playmaker because, like I said, he was a really good passer, and that'll help, offset that, that passing ability that we have that's a bit low. Now for this, guys, look, box on gold, brick wall on gold. We're going to do chase down just to get the animation. Intimidator on gold. Hustler, gold. Then we're going to do pogo stick silver, post lockdown gold, worm gold, and we're out of this. So we'll do this, And let's see. We'll do rebound chaser just to get that, and then we'll bring this down one, and we'll, because we're basically, for those, we're just wanting to get that animation, guys. So I feel like this right here is a good really representation defensively. Um, of Bill Walton. I mean, you've got everything that he had except for that mid-range shot. But again, guys, you're going to be using this build to punish guys in the post. So again, there you have it, guys. I mean, Bill Walton, he's a legend of the game. Some of you younger guys that may not have ever seen him play, if I would definitely recommend you go watch some highlights of this guy, especially from like the 76 to the 78 season, before foot injuries, really, really hampered his career. And just watch this guy play, guys. I mean, he was really good, all around. I mean, it was like 20 points, 14 or 15 boards, 3 or 4 blocks a game. I mean, really good numbers, guys. Really good numbers. So, and dude won an MVP, just having 2 good years. I mean, I really wish we could have saw more out of him, but, that's just the way it works sometimes, guys. So there you have it. Check out Bill Walton highlights. If you would like to make Bill Walton on 2K, this is a good representation of Bill Walton, guys. And again, if you like those old school players, if you like those legends of the game, guys from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, guys, because that's literally the only thing I'm going to be doing. If you have any legends that you would like to see me build, let me know in the comments below, guys. And if you enjoyed today's video, I would definitely appreciate if you'd leave a like. That being said, guys, have a wonderful rest of your evening, day, night, wherever you are. Have a good one.